Hello everyone, this is my very first video covering the Clarendon Derby. It's Vere United against Humble Lion. It ended 0-0 after 90 minutes. The scorecard is pretty much even. They will remain at 8th position, that's Humble Lion, and 7th position, that's Vere United. Humble Lion right now sits at 10th position. I'm sorry, I said 8th before. They are at 10th position. Vere is at 9th position. Sorry for the incorrect. So Humble Lion is drawing 4 match straight. Four match straight. Vere United has won one of their last that's 5 matches, and they have drawn today. They have lost last week as well. So this is the first video from me covering the Clarendon Derby. I mean, it is the 2 best club in Clarendon, obviously they're in the Premier League, and what I want to do is just to bring down just a little bit of the match. There was a red card for Xavier and Virgo. He got 2 yellow card, and in the 54th minute. So based on the game, it was a hoping game. You know, both teams keep going at each other from half to half. Both teams play with a high tense. It's a very tense match. Honestly, it was a very tense match. Watching it, it was very interested to see how they match up. You know, Coach Doki and Shavar Thomas was not Shavar Thomas. I'm sorry. Coach Doki was not pleased overall with his team performance. They were definitely going out for a win against Humble Lion, which is one of the team that is ranked below them right now in the current standing. So he will be pretty much disappointed. Also, the assistant coach of Humble Lion, which is Bigger Thompson, he was given a card for his conduct on the sideline. Overall, I mean, Humble Lion went down to 10 man in the second half, and they played nevertheless with a fighting spirit, and they were eventually came out, well, you say the victor, because they overcame the early loss of a player. So yes, they must be the one coming away from this with the more positive mindsets, and looking forward for the next match coming up next week. But as far it stands, it's not looking good, because they are at 10th position and they're not in any position right now to challenge for anything up top. And I can only hope that moving forward from here, they look more better going forward. I mean, because of the red card, they have to make some tactical change, in which they have taken off one of their most active forward thinking player in Ruan Richards, and it is much displeasing that they have to take him off to facilitate the finishing of the game without them losing. So looking back at the match, and the outcome. The next match will be against, I think, Montego Bay. It will be a tough match for them, even though Mobe is not in any good form at the moment. But it's a match that they have to take and see how best they can come up with a victory. For that match. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. Both teams have garnered 1 more point, and no goal against, no goals for. So both teams both teams remain where they are in the standing. Both teams remain as they were in terms of goals. To be honest, I was hoping that they could find a late goal, which is Umberland. I prefer Umberland. I was there with them when they qualify. I wasn't there for Vere United, but I have a lightning for Umberland, and Ron Richards is my relative, and I look out for him as well. He played well. He played well. He's always forward thinking, always trying to create something. And when he was at Vere United, he was their star player, one of their star player, leading up and also bringing them to the Premier League. And when they started playing the Premier League for the first year, he was right there. I mean, was on fire. So now he's at Humble Lion, and taking care of their business there. Not to be biased, but both teams played well. I'm also friends with some of the players from Vere United, which were at Humble Lion, and they moved down there when Donovan Ducky took over. So I'm just having a short video on the match. It ended 0-0. Humble Lion end the match with 10 players, and it's not a bad look at all. They played Montego Bay United next. So for next weekend set of matches, that is something to look forward to. But let's look at what they have gone through the course of this match. All right. So yes, I was checking out something there. So as it stands, it's end 0-0, and they have a lot of opportunities to score. Both Vere United and Humble Lion, but both teams are very defensive. So it was good to see. Yeah, it was good to see. It was good to see. And they match each other very well. So I hope both teams can take from this a positive and start to build again to go up higher in the ranking and possibly end this year much better than they ended last year. Which is especially to Humble, and they finished at the foot of the table last year, and they're still remaining down there. So they are 10 position out of 12. So they need to go up the ladder. They really need to go up the ladder, and the match standing is not a pretty one for them going forward. They have some very difficult opponents going forward. But I started this stream to cover the Derby, and next week, I will comment on both team and their performance again, and then we'll see how things goes from then. So thank you very much for tuning in. My very first video, pretty much immature. So I'm just here starting out to see how things will go and see how many viewership I will get for my very first video on them. So I thank you all for tuning in. Please give me a thumbs up if you rate this video, and subscribe, because as a new channel, you need some new subscriptions. So I'm asking for your support, and thank you very much for tuning in. I hope to see you in the next video.